what's up? What's up? Coffee Talk App. Now, y'all know I stopped in today from a familiar place. That's why I'm sitting in the corner cell today. Because this is something that a lot of y'all might relate to this a little better with me talking to you like this. So, first of all, let me get to this. Y'all know how I like to say, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to help support the channel, the kids line, boys and girls line of clothes, the adult line of beauty products and of clothes, then $SSHARPER 20, that's Cash App, $SSHARPER 20. Thanks for those who have already supported and that continue to support, because we are growing. We're small, but we're growing, and we show that we grassroots with it. Now, this is the thing. I was talking with my queen, and we was having a conversation, because she was having a conversation at work, and to further the conversation, and she brought it home, and we discussed it as a family. So anyway, conscience, and the reason why people is not waking up, or the reason why people is not moving or doing anything, is because, first of all, for you to be conscious, you have to already say to yourself that you know you sleep. You have to know you sleep to want to be conscious. You have to know you're being fucked over to become conscious. You have to become aware of the fact that you're in too deep. You knee deep in a system or a situation that ain't got nothing to do with you, and you're participating wholeheartedly, unbeknown, but that's part of the situation. See, let me tell you, people are always talking about, oh, well, the generation is lost, or this person lost, or I went to church and he found me. Pastor ain't found you. He lied. You ain't even find yourself. You know why you ain't find yourself? Because for you to be found, you got to be ready to recognize that you lost. What do I mean by that? You got to know that the education base that you had wasn't to optimize you in society. It wasn't to optimize you spiritually either. Nor was it built to optimize you in the family setting. So for one, you have to know that you lost. Once you know you lost, recognize that you know you lost and that you're asleep. Once you recognize these situations, then you can proceed. Just like what they tell you, that one can only start to heal or come to a consensus when doing therapy is when you admit that you have a problem. And same with addicts. They don't get the help until they admit when they have a problem. So it's the same thing. You're an addict of stupidity. You're an addict of ill information. You're an addict of dumb activities. You're an addict of taking in visuals that's not too wholesome to the inside of you. So with knowing all that, you have to recognize that before you talk about where I'm conscious or I'm found. Conscious simply just means aware. Let's not keep getting this shit all twisted like you oh so high and mighty. You're just aware of some things that you were not aware of before. Be it deep or not deep, because I know people who are conscious but on a very, very surface level where you could talk to them about the fact that, hey, religion is a control factor, and they can keep up with that conversation, but to go deeper, to go into the Book of Enoch, and to go into his history, and go into Sumeri, or something like that, then no. So one must know that he's lost. One must know that he's asleep to be found or to be woken up. And the majority of the people don't even know or recognize the fact because they think they are right. They think they operate on their own free will. They think Burger King commercial before they walked out the house ain't the reason why they bought Burger King on the way to work. They don't think that they carry that same attitude and energy from maybe something national that happened, right? You know, national shit, they advertise shit across the board, and they be bad news and shit about rappers and all type of bullshit. So, you listening to this on the way to work. Wonder why when you get to work, you having a bad day. You ain't seeing eye to eye with the supervisor. You ain't seeing eye to eye with your coworkers. Shit fucked up. That's why. That's why. You gotta know you sleep. Know you lost. Start looking for answers, man. Quit just sitting there like a goofy. Like I got this dude, right? He be jumping off in the comments saying stupid shit. So I'm gonna address him, but without saying his name. But I'm gonna address it as whole in a whole, so that anybody else that feel the need to say this shit or some goofy shit like that, check yourself at the door. Now, bro, say, "Hey, man, quit smoking weed in your grandma's living room." Now, I don't know if he meant it funny or if he was just trolling. Either way, let me tell you something, bro. I'm a grown ass, over 40-plus-year-old man. Trust that. With his own house. As a matter of fact, everything that's mine is mine, owned. So just because you see curtains and they're nice, you see what I'm saying? There's a whole window treatment, a whole system. So you see balance, you see the little corner things and a nice color scheme. It don't mean it's a woman's house, boy, and it don't mean it's a grandma's house. See, that's what tell me right now that you fucked up and was raised fucked up or grew up extra broke, you bitch. You don't know what a balance is, huh? You don't know that the little stud things go with the balance, and you don't know that the curtains should be matching and should be layered and shit like that. And it's all custom shit. So you can't just order my shit out the store, you goofy ass bitch. Get you some bread and some know about yourself before you come in my shit. Now, don't get it twisted. I love a good dumbass commenting ass nigga so I can roast your bitch ass right here on camera. But I like one with some that at least got some following and some shit where it can go back and forth. You goofy ass nigga, this shit fun. It's entertainment. But you a nobody. You one of them people that's on YouTube. I'd rather go back and forth with a person that's in YouTube. Yeah, put that together, because if you know, you know. Now, back to what I was saying. I don't even drink beer all like that. But, yeah, so we walk around lost. Now, one might say, now, what are you doing with the corner store? What does that come into play at? Well, I'm sitting in the corner store because a lot of y'all spend hours upon hours and days at the corner stores. Days and months outside the front of corner stores. On the side, in the back alley of the corner stores. And what are you doing all day long? Spending your money on the corner store. So you got up to risk your life out here doing whatever you're doing in your hustle, in your street life, whatever, all right? Making that money, getting that bread, like you say, putting it in, getting the bag. You're doing all this to hang around this store, right? Who owned that store? I'll wait. Guarantee some Arabs or some immigrants own that store that you consistently breaking your neck to get some money to put in that store, versus you and your guys stop putting the money in that store, save some money, get you a storefront. Well, I know some of y'all parents is cool with y'all selling drugs. Because I grew up with some kids that was like that. I grew up with a lot of people who was like that. They was cool with their kids selling drugs because the drug money was helping take care of home. You hear me? So don't get it twisted. Don't let all these people keep telling y'all that they was against the streets and all. No, because they really wasn't. I grew up, let me tell you something. I keep telling y'all, I didn't grow up as bad as some people grew up. Or I didn't have it as bad as some people had it. But I also didn't have it as great as some people had it. And that's where we need to start coming to a agreement at and telling the truth to these kids that everybody who grew up in the hood didn't let the hood grow them up. I'm going to say it again. Everybody that grew up in the hood didn't let the hood grow them up. You know what I'm saying? Look, just because you grew up in a poor neighborhood and you didn't have the most, it don't mean that you less than a person that was around the corner in the suburbs. It just means that your opportunities were less. That's all. Why do I say that? Because some of the smartest people I ever met or that ever told me some righteous shit, because I grew up without a dad in the house. So I was outside a lot. And what I did, though, was I gravitated to men that were doing shit. So some of them men that even though they were dope fiends and thieves and all that, when I caught up to them, they were doing shit. So they were doing brake jobs and painting and aluminum siding and whatever the fuck they were doing. I always got in where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? So I always put my 2 feet in trying to see what I can learn. So dope fiends and street men and people like that told me some of the greatest things that I've ever learned and pointed me in some of the more correct directions than family who were affluent or those who were very highly educated. You know what I'm saying? So, again, when you recognize that you lost, when you recognize that you sleep, it's only when that transition begins to take place. And so, this is what I'm saying. Every day you get up and you're standing in front of this store. You woke up in the house, but when you went outside, you went back to sleep. You went society sleep, bro. Like you weren't trying to do shit. You went outside to do that. That was your goal, to meet up with Billy Bob, John Thorpe, and whoever else to smoke some weed, to talk about what y'all did last night at the bar together. Damn, bro, I seen you yesterday for 5, 6, 7 hours. Seen you at the bar, and once we separated to go get dressed to go out, and for everybody to hopefully go and do some grown-up shit. But y'all niggas go get dressed to meet back up at the same fucking spot where you can see all each other again. And so this shit don't be adding up. That's how you know you lost. You haven't found a new place to go yet. You haven't found a new direction to move in. You lost. You sleep because you haven't heightened the things you do to entertain oneself. Why y'all ain't posseing up going to taking all the little kids to the plays and shit? We got a tremendous playhouse and a whole art district, bro. Like I'm saying, we lost and don't know it. Recognize that you lost. Look, it's not bad to say that you're wrong. I mean, it's not bad to be incorrect. When you're incorrect, that's opportunity for you to learn. You hear me? When you're incorrect about something, that's opportunity for you to learn and be able to build. Quit being fucked up out here on some bullshit because you all don't know nothing. Quit listening to the wrong people. When you get people in front of y'all that's telling y'all some good shit, you want to dismiss them because they not on the TV showing you their car and their houses and all this shit. Man, that shit don't mean shit. The shit I can afford don't mean nothing to you. The things you can afford shouldn't mean nothing to me, bro. It should be what can we do to solidify the future for the shorties. for the kids, man. You hear me? For what's next? Because we finna blame the people. Oh, yeah, we was fucked up because niggas out there for what's that show us this. We ain't do. That's all I see this young nigga saying. Oh, them niggas ain't show us nothing. Now, let me tell y'all something. The dudes who was before us was showing us stuff. The difference is the listening power. So I ain't gonna be one to take that blame, bro. The listening power gotta be there too. It is niggas talking to y'all. Y'all choosing to ignore them and listen to the other fools. Be accountable for your knuckleheadness, my bro. Know that you lost before you talk that foul shit. Know that you sleep before you talk that woke shit. That's all I'm saying. Be correct. Get the fuck out these corner stores and off these corners, man. Find something else. Go to the next corner store for all that matters. Go to the next neighborhood. Stop sitting still. If you sitting still, guess what? Your brain is sitting still with you. If you sitting in that same spot, your brain's sitting there. If nothing changed in that atmosphere, then you're getting an overdose of repetitive, this same scene over and over and over and over and over. So if it was a non-productive area, Monday, and you went back there Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and, you know, over and over and over and over. This is what you do from day to day. Oh, man. For you to be woke, one must be ready to recognize that he or she is asleep. Then for you to find yourself, you also have to recognize that you are lost first. Or you're going to run yourself in a goddamn circle. Coffee Talk ass. Thanks for dropping in. I'll be back.